Hello all, welcome back. This is Keirnoth. This is kind of like a part 2 for my character creation video, so please watch part 1. I know it's kind of lengthy, but it goes over the basics of most of it. So I'm just going to be going over what's different when you pick a cast. Both the male and female casts, well, the thing is, the female casts, for one thing, all have human faces. They didn't want you to have, robotic looking faces like this. So for the face part, for female cast, it's gonna be exactly the same as the human and human female. You're gonna have different options for your eyes, and that's pretty much it. But for the human male, you notice that they all look very Gundam-ish is the best word. The unfortunate part for me is that I was actually a fan of the Who cast design, where it's kind of like a humanoid, like cyborg-looking male. It still looked like a cast or a robot, but it didn't look bulky like this. But anyway, I'll pick one of these. I'll pick out the same thing as before. You can pick from these default designs. None of these lock you into that design. So, what you get for the face variant depends on this option that you select. You can either pick a humanoid head, which unlocks all these other options, which are just like I said, which are just like the human and human options. See, stuff like that. Or you can pick a robot head. Unfortunately, I find that the robot head selections are kind of crappy. But I'll pick this Master Chief head, just for the hell of it. So because of this, you don't have access to a lot of the face change options. On the female side, your head is always going to be humanoid, so you're going to be able to change all this. I guess, like I said, catering to the demographic audience, which is lonely otaku. Same as before, you can pick different base body types. You can change the way that you can use this slider to pick a default base body type. Change the height. I'll make this guy pretty tall. You can change the body parts. It's similar to PSU. Unfortunate part is this one looks really... Yeah, I'm not a fan of that thin area. So this or this is pretty much it for me. I still look like a fucking Transformer. Or a Gundam. You can give him different arms. I'll give him these. You'll notice that the names are different. This usually implies that you're going to be a hunter. Ronia is for ranger and Fama is for force. So I'm just going to stick with the Ronia legs only because the other two look really bulky and ugly. This one has your emblem on the outside though. So here you can do the same as before. You can adjust the body shape. It's a little bit hard to discern because of the fact that casts are bulky in general. So I'm just gonna make them a little bit higher. I can make the arms a little bit buffer, which looks kind of weird. I can make the top part bigger or smaller. Make the arms longer if I want. Legs, same thing. I think the legs, I can make them really skinny and scrawny, or I can make them a little bit buff. I'll go for the kind of buff look. No muscle mass because you can't see through this thing anyway. A lot of variety for the colors. The main color is like, where these armor parts are. So I'll make wow, that's a weird shade of blue. Whoa. Yeah, the colors are very dynamic in this game, so I'll make them blue for the main color, and there's these different subcolors that control different parts of his body. So this is like the secondary part where the armor is. So I'll make that like light green. There's another subcolor, which is like very certain parts of the body. So I'll make that dark red. Well, that looks kind of weird. I'll go for... Where's black? Yeah, I'll just make it black. Subcolor 3. These are the small, very small, like lighted areas. Hard to notice, but still, that's what makes this game so awesome. That you can customize so many aspects of your character. And same as before, you can give yourself different accessories. The female cast also get these 3 additional accessories for their head. Different ears. Behind the ears that they already get. You can give this guy Neko meme if you want. I don't know why. Generally, I don't do anything for the female. Oh, and female casts also get this eye thing. But of course, it doesn't work when you have already robotic head. But yeah, you can give them the same accessories. Just for the fun of it. Nah, well, the clipping makes it look kind of off. Actually, this clips with a lot of things, so I'm not gonna give him anything. Maybe I'll give him one of these ear things. Yeah, okay. Emblem. Again, you can't really see it on this model. Same as the human. I mean, human. Voice selection. I'll go through each of these just so that you guys have an idea as to how the voices are going to sound like. That's voiced by a woman. Same here. So this guy sounds really manly, or gar. Sounds a little bit on the high pitch then. Another feminine sounding voice, or young boy voice, I guess, because they use female voice actresses for younger voices and young male voices in anime in Japan. Hella low grunty voice. I'll probably pick that one. This guy sounds really constipated. This one's kind of like the Bishonen like villain voice. Pretty much the same voice. The arigato thing is when you get resurrected. For some reason, it's not working in the beta. It was working in the alpha. And all these unique voices. Wow, this guy sounds, well, it's a female, but that one sounds constipated as heck. What is that? I'm not sure what makes these voices unique. They're different. That's a really awesome voice. If I make a forced Newman male, I'll use this voice. That's a troll voice, man. Oh, he sounds nuts.
まだいける。ふん。まだいける。まだだ。は。いや、まだだ。ほ。
This one sounds kind of deadpan. I'll pick the number 9. And one of the cool things about casts is that you can choose the way they run. If you've seen gameplay trailers, they run like this. They use their boosters. This is not a dash. The running speed is exactly the same if you pick either the hover or the running on legs thing. But it's just this is my opinion. Like, it's these small attention to details that the producer Sakai has done that makes it really, really awesome. Because you feel more like a cast or a robot when you have these. So yeah, I picked the hover option because it's really cool. But that's pretty much it. Those are the differences in the cast creation versus the human creation. So after this, I'll just name him whatever I want. Actually, I'll name him myself. What am I doing? I'm not going to use this character because it's almost the end of the beta. I already worked out one character. And one good thing about this game is that you can switch characters. I mean, you can switch classes. Kind of like Final Fantasy 11. And you're pretty much, unless you like are kind of like a fashion guy or one of those people that are into the, what's that word? The way the aesthetics. If you're and you always want to switch classes, pretty much you only need one character to do most of this stuff, which is good for someone like me. I'm not one to make multiple characters unless I have to. So, step. And that's it. Anyway, I'm going to be uploading a few gameplay videos after this. Probably of the fight with the Carry Dragon. And maybe one or two gameplay videos of me just going through one area with a bunch of randoms or maybe my teammates. I don't know. But anyway, again, if you have any questions about the game, feel free to let me know. There's going to be an open beta test sometime soon. I don't know when. But by open beta test, that means that anyone will be able to play. You'll probably have to make an account at Sega. If you want more details, go to pso-world.com. That's pso-world.com. Click on their forums. Click on the Phantasy Star Online 2 area, and there should be a registration thread somewhere that'll teach you how to do it. I strongly recommend knowing a little bit of Japanese and hiragana, katakana. More Japanese will always be better. Even with this English patch, there's no guarantees that there's going to be an English patch for the open beta. I'm sure that there will be. But I strongly suggest brushing up on your Japanese skills if you're a bit of a anime or Japan fan like I am. Or, they call you a weeaboo or a Japanophile, but whatever. Yeah, it'll really help if you know katakana. It'll help a little bit more if you know hiragana. It'll help even more if you know kanji and Japanese word structure and common phrases and stuff like that. But if you want to play with importers, more likely than not, they're going to stick with Ship 2 Block 20 if there's an open beta test. But the only way you'll know is if you go to the PSO World forums and just keep a track of the info over there. Anyway, I'm going to leave a link to the PSO World forums both in this video and the previous video. And anyway, feel free to rate, comment, subscribe. PM me if you have any questions. I haven't even touched the Dante tutorial yet. I gotta get around to doing that. I gotta get that last part done because I know you guys have been waiting for that. But anyway, I think that's about it. I'll see you all next time. Alright? Thank you very much.